Alrighty guys, what is up? It's Whatever here with our BBR D-League! This is season 2. We were in D-League last time. I think we got to semi-finals and we lost to T-Row Price, who ended up winning the whole thing. So basically we were like second place, you know what I'm saying? That's definitely how it works. Anyway, so yeah, BBR, huge league ran by OG Albina, Kurt, D-Ray, Dell. They're doing a D League while they take a little break between leagues. So yeah, we're in there, and we're in there like swimwear because they said, you know what? Well, let's do the randomized draft order. Ant gets first. Let's go. So I got first, and you might be thinking like, well, what does that mean? There's like gouging fire, raging bolt, blah blah blah. Yeah. Unfortunately, people in the league decided that it would be a lot more fun to do low tier Terra instead of the high tier Terra funness that we would have had. But you know, it's whatever. Um, yeah, so we just went with the best Pokemon available, and that's Dragapult. That's big Poltingtons. Um, what else is there to say about Polt? You know, I mean, he literally just does everything that you want. Like, there's nothing that you don't. He's like insane speed means that he can go modest or adamant, or you know, bold even if you want to be a defensive set. He literally can do pretty much everything. Screens, setup sweeper, breaker. He's got great momentum. Um, yeah, just really, really good Pokemon. I would say a lot of people think that he's probably the best. And I would agree. That's why I went to pick one. Now, being pick one, I had to wait all the way to get back to me. And we got Greninja. Now, Greninja this gen might not be as broken as in previous gens because of the Protean nerf. However, there was a Battle Bond, I guess, buff because it's now usable. Battle Bond gives like a quivered ants, pretty much, right? Yeah, special attack, special defense, and speed if you get a kill. So that's cool. That gives more sets. It's still got the spikes and stuff. Still can U-turn. Still can Protean too. Like Protean's still gonna switch its type up the first time, just the first time, and just be good like hazard setter. Really also helps speed tiers. It's like 120 something. And yeah, just it's Greninja. Battle Bond, really cool, really strong. Pairs well. I like getting it in with the momentum that we have already with Polt and Greninja. Also spikes and hazard supports, T-spikes and all that stuff. Next we got Iron Treads. So I always, almost, I don't say always, almost always wait to get like a spinner or removal till like pick 7, and at that point it's gonna be Blastoise or Kamala. So, so I went with Iron Treads here. I do have Iron Treads in another league, and so I was like, I don't really want to do it, but Jay Bear was like, it's the best Pokemon, and you don't have to worry about spin ever, and it's a Steel type, and it's a Ground type. Just get it. I was like, all right, you're so true, bestie. So yeah, spinner. Oh wait, I forgot to do my nicknames. So if I remember correctly, oh yeah, we'll get to nicknames in a second. Let me just finish off this guy right here because he is good spinner, ground type, like I said. Iron Head, he's just cool. He's got Volt Switch too, a Rocker too. That gives me another form of hazards here. I feel like he's definitely going to be kind of for Moveslot Syndrome because he can do so much. But I think he'll be fine as just like our main spinner guy. Anyway, so let's go to Dragapult. Dragapult is when I'm gone. We're doing sawing names. Greninja is Crankdat. You Crankdat Soldier Boy. Now Iron Treads is right round. Like a record, baby. It's gonna be right round. Next up, we got Slitherwing. We got the cool moth. Not that stupid Volcarona who sucks. Just kidding. He's cool, I guess, too. But, Slitherwing. I asked, like, everyone. I was like, yo, is this thing really like a 14, 15 pointer? And everyone's like, yeah, I'd take him over, blah, 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 blah. And so I'm like, okay. I wanted a fighting type that it was bulky enough to come in on the dark types. And there's only, like, a handful, because usually they're not necessarily bulky when they're, fighting type. But Slitherwing fit the bill. It also gives me U-turn, so all 4 of my top all get momentum. This thing gives me another Will-O-Wisper too. Morning Sun, so it gives me recovery on something. I don't know. I just thought he's cool. This is Alejandro. And I think he's going to be really cool. I'm excited to use him. I haven't really used him before, but we're going with it. Next we went with our Terramon. Like I said, low tier Terra. So I went with G Slowbro. It wasn't the max points for Terra, and I don't know if I agree. I think it should definitely be more. I just realized that his eyes are so cross-eyed right now. Oh, that's giving me a headache just looking at it. Anyways. Yeah, Terra. Free Terra preview. So I could be any type. So, like, let's say, oh no, stab of, poison and psychic does not hit steel types. Well, guess I'm a Terra ground now. I just think with Regenerator, I do have access to the Quick Claw. No, was it not Quick Claw? Quick Draw. Yeah, Quick Draw ability too if I wanted to. But yeah, mostly going to be running Regenerator sets. It could be like Assault Vest, offensive, defensive, offensive Trick Room. It's just a cool guy, and I think that he's going to be really fun with Terra. Next, I went to Dunsparce. I was like, I need an actual rocker. This guy can come to any game and just be a special wall. Like, because of the fact that, I don't necessarily want to force an Assault Vest on any of my top mons. So I just wanted to have a special wall, and the Dunsparce does that. He has like every move known to man. Boom Burst sets hurt. Like it's just Dunsparce, and he's not really gonna do much but sit there and be a wall, roost up and be annoying and glare and stuff like that. So I'm here for it. Serene Grace, Paras, it's always a win con. Yeah, is he a cool guy. Next, looking at my team, I didn't have anything I really wanted to switch into waters. So with Rotom. Doesn't really care about the burns if it's a Scald Pokemon, but it's really something that switches into waters, gives me advantage versus those waters, and can Volt Switch out. So like 5, I want to say. Sorry. 5 of my top 7 Mons all have momentum. And I think that's really cool, especially in this offensive metagame when I have a lot of hard-hitting threats like Polt, Gren, Treads even, and Slitherwing. So at that point I was like, okay, I usually like to do, small drafts, because it's like 9 to 11. So I almost always do 9, and I just kind of pack in those 9 to make sure I could bring any of those 9 every single week. And at this point I was like, dude, I don't really like switching to Fairy that well, because my Terramon is one of my only resists. Anyways, I went to Volcarona, the other Moth. Hey Moth, how are you doing? Yeah, he was just there. He was a lot of points, and I really wanted the pick 9, what I got for pick 9, because I needed a Fairy type later. So I really wanted, and this kind of fit the bill. I originally was going to go with Mew, and I think Mew probably fit the team a little bit more. But thematically, Volcarona works just as well. He's still cool. He's a setup sweeper too. A lot of my team isn't necessarily setup mons. Like Polt can, Battle Bond Gren can, kind of technically. Bulk up on the Slitherwing and G-Bro, Calm Mind. Yeah, like nothing was like necessarily a setup mon. This is a almost dedicated setup mon. Like his thing can just win games by himself because he just has that matchup. And then last is the Carbingster. The Carbingster. My mic kind of turned off there for a second. The Carbingster. I need a Fairy type. He's cool. I like him, especially after drafting him and being the best Darkrai counter in the game. He's the GOAT. So I just thought, sure, why not? I like him. I like doing little shenanigans with him. He's a fun little guy, and I needed, a Fairy type. Also gives me a Rocker if I need it. Spiker again. More spikes the better. Electric Boogaloo. But yeah, that's going to be it. That's going to be my BBR D-League draft. Alright, well, I'll see you guys in week 1. Peace.